So now in this video, we're going to look at the Zener diode, a 5.6 volt Zener diode in this case, and so I just grabbed it out of the bag. These are new Zener diodes that I bought, and they should all be 5.6 volts. And this is the first video I'm making using this pack. So in any case, there we got it reverse bias, so you can see the black band is connected to the resistor headed to the positive supply. That's the Zener diode schematic symbol that generally everybody uses for the most part. You got the triangle for the diode and then a bar where the cathode is, the diode part of the schematic diagram. But there's a little bit added to it, a couple little lines on each side right there going opposite directions. Kind of looks like a Z, so it's a little bit easy to recognize the Zener diode compared to other specialized diodes. So nothing added extra, it's a rectifier diode. So a rectifier diode wouldn't have voltages next to it, but since it is a Zener diode, we got 5.6 volts, and you can see I got that on the bag. So whatever value you see on a diagram, if you're building the circuit that you're looking at on a schematic diagram, just grab that same Zener voltage out of the bag and make sure you put it in the direction that they showed on the diagram. So I also got 5V6 there. You may not see the decimal point on paper especially, and so you know this is kind of large, but if it was smaller maybe the decimal point wouldn't show up too much. So having a V there instead, you take the V and put it where the decimal point is, it might be easier to read. So we got 1000 ohm resistor to limit current through there. We're just looking for a reference voltage, so we're going to do that now. I just have to set the meter to V. It's auto ranging, and you can see we got the power supply there set to 7 volts. And we'll go back a little bit right here. So I have a couple jumpers here to help with connections. First we'll look at the supply voltage. You can see that it is 7 volts, and that doesn't set the voltage though. We just need it higher than our reference voltage, which is 5.6 volts there. So any current we try to draw from here to get that 5.6 volts also goes through that resistor. So you know, that'd be just a very small amount of current if you wanted to power something. Just keep that in mind. It's more for a reference voltage. You got other circuitry looking at that voltage and maybe responding to it based on a different changing voltage or something. If you have like a comparator, that's a common circuit where you might see a Zener diode. Pretty easy one to explain. You'll see them in other places too. So maybe over voltage protection, that will be going to an amplifier that will pass current in order to limit the current even better than this, but this will still set the reference voltage. So there I raised the voltage to 12 volts, and there you can see it's just shy of 12 volts there, and it's still 5.6 volts. But we got more current going through the resistor. We had like a little bit more than 1 volt. Now we should have a little bit more than, or a little bit more than 1 milliamp before. Now we should have a little bit more than 5 milliamps of current going through 5.6, almost 5.7 volts across the Zener diode right there. So the rest of the voltage, I can go up here and measure it. That's what's across the resistor right there. About 6.25 volts in that range right there. Whatever is not across the Zener diode, the supply voltage minus the Zener diode voltage right there. We can go directly to resistor, but pushing on the component directly moves it. And cheaper the breadboard and the worse the connections, the more pushing on them is going to mess them up. So we're done with the multimeter. It's a good idea. Turn it off. It will start beeping. I think it'll shut off automatically at some point. But it's a good idea just to get into the habit of always turning it off right when you're done. So I drew the physical components on there for like the website and stuff. If you're not watching the video, you're just looking at the diagram. That should help a little bit, but it's showing that. So again, that's not going to a load. You know, very rarely would it actually go to a load that just barely needs any power. Instead, it's a reference voltage for other stuff to look at. In this video, it was the multimeter there, looking at the voltage. But that's really about it for the Zener diode.